Hello and welcome back to Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. Last time we took on the Jade Baroth, and now today we're going to take on the Baleful Gigginox. This is another tundra fight, so bring some hot drinks. It's going to be cold as balls. Parts of you are going to freeze, they're going to turn nice and hard, and not in a good way. And of course this is a Gigginox subspecies, and like a normal Gigginox, it requires high-grade earplugs to block, so this is what this armor set is for. Also, I'm using a fire-based weapon. This Gigginox, like the last one, is weak to fire. So, we're gonna have some cooked monster tonight. So what is a Baleful Gigginox? Well, in other words, it's electric. Basically, that's basically all you need to know. It's an electric Gigginox, and in a moment here, I'm going to go into another subspecies rant because, you know, it's sort of making my eye twitch because this monster, just like the Jade Baroth, it's just like a normal Gigginox, only with a different element entirely. So I believe you can find the Baleful Gigginox in the Area 7 place. And so it's going to be a little bit of a walk, but to make sure, I brought some Psycho Serum with me, and I never got into detail with that, but that's a handy little tool to have in case you've never paintballed a large monster and it just goes somewhere and you can't keep track of it, and you're running around trying to find it and you just can't. Psycho Serums are great to have in that case. It temporarily lights up where monsters are located. That way you're not running around the map like a retard trying to find out where the hell the little monster went. In this case, I myself didn't know where the Gigginox spawned in this case. So that's why I brought it along, just, you know, as insurance. By the way, you can only carry 3 Psycho Serums with you at a time, so keep that in mind. Why is it 3? I have no idea. So this is the Baleful Gigginox. Literally, it's the Pikachu of Gigginox, only a lot less cuddly. And he has just about the same techniques and the same weaknesses as a normal Gigginox, and the same amount of temper too. So to recap, the Baleful Gigginox's weak point when it's not in rage is the head, and when it is in rage mode, it's the tail. And that electric attack is sort of like the replacement for the normal Gigginox's sort of poison field. And what that does is, not only does it do damage, it's instant paralysis. Also, another thing to note, that any egg sacs that this monster makes will never have Giggies coming out like a normal Gigginox. They're all going to be electric bombs, in a sense. And right there, don't get hit by that move. That is a pin move. That's no bueno. And so, let's go into the subspecies rant really quick, because I'm loving it. This monster to me is like one of my least favorite in terms of subspecies, because there's basically an electric Gigginox before an electric Gigginox, if you know what the hardcore, the old school Monster Hunter fans know what I'm talking about, and I'm referring to the Kizu, which is an electric based monster that is actually related to the Gigginox, and it's much uglier than this thing. Like, at least this thing, a normal Gigginox looks kind of, it has some nice features to it. I mean, it's nice and symmetrical. A Kizu is just horrific. And so that's basically what this monster is just another Kizu. And it kind of makes me wonder why Capcom gave the Kizu a middle finger in this game. Sure, it comes back in later games, but, you know, why don't show the Kizu some love, you know? He was the OG horror-based monster. Oh, and just another thing to note, when the monster is in rage mode and you're gonna go for its tail, keep a close eye on that monster's tail, because it's gonna do things that are gonna be very ominous, I guess the term could be called. And when it even like twitches the wrong way, you want to be out of the tail's way and scream stranger danger or something like that, because odds are that tail is gonna do something not good. And, you know, that's actually kind of the genius in the Gigginox design. It looks so it looks the same from front to back. The only indication to tell what side is which is the angle of the wings. Okay, and this is the effect of the... I'm not even sure what to call that. Is it the like an electric area effect? I don't know. All I know is that it paralyzes. It's not good. And also, I believe that move too, if you get hit by that, that's also instant paralysis. So, yeah, this monster is pretty brutal. And this particular armor set, I believe, is also weak to thunder. It's there's no particular reason why I'm using this armor set outside of the high grade earplugs, because this monster's roar is just that annoying. And so, like a normal Gigginox, the Baleful Gigginox will go into Area 5 to rest, and there's all sorts of things waiting to greet us. Now, it's going to come up here in a moment when the Gigginox gets down from the ceiling, but it's going to jump overhead and suddenly rage mode. And so that's something to keep in mind too. What happened here is that I hit the Baleful Gigginox in the air while and triggered the rage mode animation. However, it still had an animation of it coming, dropping to the ground and actually landing. So that portion of the animation where he falls to the ground and sort of braces himself overrides the rage mode animation that it has later on if it was just on the ground normally. So yeah, that's the Baleful Gigginox. You're just gonna get some Gigginox stuff and of course some Baleful Gigginox stuff, as well as a Thunder Stack, because again, for some reason Capcom they don't like the Kizu. The Kizu's awesome, even though it's completely grotesque. If you're still kind of new to Monster Hunter, go check it out. It's again, it's horrific, and you got to say it like that. It's horrific. And so next up on the list, we are going to have another urgent quest, and this one is going to be a doozy because it's like the video itself is like 20 minutes long, and I'm not looking forward to it because I figure I'm going to have I'm going to run out of stuff to say. But anyways, that was the Baleful Gigginox. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Take care.